Above Earth, the skies burned red as the Arcturian fleet unleashed its fury. Enraged by the theft of critical data from their command ship, the aliens launched a relentless counterstrike. Their ships descended in coordinated waves, targeting resistance bases and civilian shelters alike. The resistance scrambled to respond. Anti-aircraft batteries lit up the night, firing desperately at the invaders. Cities once thought secure were now battlegrounds, with massive alien war machines stomping through the ruins. Commander Reynolds stood in the Resistance's underground bunker, watching the chaos unfold on the holographic map. "They're retaliating hard," he said grimly. "We've poked the hornet's nest, and now they're swarming." Dr. Markov entered the room, her expression both determined and worried. "The data we recovered is invaluable, but it won't matter if we don't survive long enough to use it. We need to hold them off." The resistance leaders nodded. The battle for survival had entered a new, desperate phase. Fort Haven, one of the Resistance's strongest bases, became the aliens' primary target. The fortress had stood firm for years, a symbol of hope for humanity. Now it faced its greatest challenge. Arcturian dropships hovered above, deploying ground forces equipped with advanced weaponry. Their biomechanical soldiers moved with terrifying efficiency, cutting through human defenses. Explosions rocked the base as the resistance fought to repel the invaders. Inside the command center, Lieutenant Harper coordinated the defense. "Hold the eastern wall," she shouted into the comms. "We can't let them break through." But the eastern wall crumbled under the weight of the Arcturians' assault. Resistance fighters fell back, their numbers dwindling. Among them was Private Lila, barely 19, who had joined the fight after losing her family in the first wave of the invasion. She fired her rifle with trembling hands, her courage a testament to humanity's resilience. As the base's defenses faltered, Lieutenant Harper made a fateful decision. "Evacuate the civilians," she ordered. "We'll hold them off as long as we can." The resistance fighters prepared for a last stand, their determination unshaken despite the overwhelming odds. In the midst of the chaos, a new weapon emerged on the battlefield. Dr. Markov's team had managed to adapt the stolen Arcturian technology, creating a prototype energy disruptor. It was untested, but there was no time for caution. The weapon was mounted on a mobile platform and deployed near Fort Haven. Sergeant Malik, still recovering from the infiltration mission, volunteered to operate it. "If this thing works, it might just save us," he said. As the aliens advanced, Malik activated the disruptor. A high-pitched hum filled the air, followed by a blinding pulse of energy. The Arcturian forces faltered, their technology momentarily disabled. Resistance fighters seized the opportunity, launching a counterattack. The disruptor's success was a turning point, but its effects were temporary. The Arcturians quickly adapted, their systems recalibrating to resist the weapon. Still, the momentary reprieve allowed the resistance to evacuate hundreds of civilians and regroup their forces. Far from the battlefield, deep within the Arcturian fleet, the alien high command convened. The council, composed of their most powerful leaders, discussed the unfolding war. The loss of the command ship's data had exposed vulnerabilities the Arcturians had long kept hidden. For the first time, humanity posed a real threat. One of the council members, a towering figure with a crystalline exoskeleton, spoke with authority. "The humans are more resourceful than anticipated. We cannot underestimate them again." Another, smaller but no less menacing, suggested a darker course of action. "We must strike at their will to fight. Destroy their leaders, their symbols of resistance. Crush their hope." The council agreed, and plans were set in motion for a targeted campaign against humanity's leadership. The Arcturians were no longer simply waging war. They were seeking to annihilate the spirit of resistance itself. Meanwhile, the resistance retreated to a hidden base deep within the Himalayan mountains. The location was chosen for its natural defenses and proximity to ancient ruins that Dr. Markov believed might hold more clues about humanity's past encounters with the Arcturians. The base buzzed with activity as survivors from Fort Haven arrived. Medics tended to the wounded, engineers repaired damaged equipment, and strategists planned the next move. Commander Reynolds gathered the leadership team. "We've bought ourselves time, but not much," he said. "We need to strike back before they regroup. And we need to unlock the secrets of that weapon in the Sahara." Dr. Markov nodded. "The data we retrieved includes schematics for their energy cores. If we can replicate or sabotage their power sources, we could cripple their fleet." The team prepared for a dual-pronged effort. One group would focus on decoding the alien technology, while another would plan a daring mission to sabotage the Arcturian fleet directly. Time was running out, and the Resistance knew the next battle could decide humanity's fate. As the Resistance regrouped, they sent a message to the world. Broadcasts were made from hidden transmitters, reaching survivors in the most remote corners of the planet. Commander Reynolds appeared on the screen, his voice resolute. "To all of humanity, the fight is far from over. We've faced impossible odds before, and we've endured. Stand strong, and know that we are not defeated. Together, we will reclaim our planet." The message inspired hope among the scattered remnants of humanity. Civilians joined the resistance in greater numbers, bringing whatever resources and skills they could offer. Humanity's spirit, though battered, refused to break. But the Arcturians were watching. Their retaliation was swift and brutal, targeting resistance signals and silencing them wherever they were found. The war was escalating, and the line between victory and extinction grew ever thinner.